join me in welcoming the Winter 2014 candidates for graduation from the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Informatics. please join me in welcoming the platform party to the arena stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem, led by NKU Department of Music students Brittany Berry, Taylor Staples, Kyle Heinrich, and Calvin Horner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Mama.
Please welcome Ms. Sue Ott Rowlands, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 42nd Annual Commencement Ceremony at Northern Kentucky University. I'd like to start by giving our students a thank you again for their wonderful rendition of our national anthem. Today, we honor and celebrate the class of 2014. You did it. Graduates, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party. I will ask them to stand as I call their names and remain standing until we have recognized them. Please hold your applause until each group has been introduced. Representing the NKU Board of Regents, Chair Dennis Repenning, Regent Stephen Meyer, Regent John Jose, Regent Brenda Williams, Regent Andre Ward. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. Thank you. President Jeffrey Mearns, Dr. Jonathan Reynolds, the 2014 Frank Sinton Milburn Outstanding Professor, Jim Cutter, President of the Alumni Association, Ryan Kriebel, representative of the class of 2014, Dr. Stephen Weiss, President of Faculty Senate and Grand Marshal. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. Thank you. From the academic colleges, Dr. Catherine Frank, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Kevin Kirby, Dean of the College of Informatics, Dr. Cynthia Reed, Dean of the College of Education and Human Services, Dr. Becky Porterfield, Dean of the Hale U.S. Bank College of Business, Dr. Denise Robinson, Dean of the College of Health Professions, and Mr. Jeffrey Standen, Dean of the Chase College of Law. Please join me in recognizing our academic deans. Members of the President's Executive Team, Dr. Sue Hodges-Moore, Senior Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness, Mr. Ken Butoff, Athletic Director, Mr. Eric Gentry, Vice President for University Advancement, Mr. Peter Gatow, Vice President for Student Affairs, Ms. Catherine Hershedy, Executive Assistant to the President and Secretary to the Board of Regents, Mr. Ken Ramey, Vice President for Administration and Finance, Dr. Kathleen Roberts, Senior Advisor for Inclusive Excellence, and Mr. Joe Wind, Vice President for Government and Community Relations. Please join me in welcoming these individuals. And finally, other members of the platform party, Mr. Arna Almquist, Associate Provost and Dean of the Library, Dr. Jan Hillard, Associate Provost for Research, Graduate Studies, and Regional Stewardship, Ms. Karen Zurhusen-Kruer, Executive Director of the NKU Foundation, Mr. Pat Moynihan, Vice Provost, Dr. Ryan Paget, Assistant Vice President for Student Success and Assessment, and Dr. Jeffrey Waple, Dean of Students. Please join me in recognizing these individuals. The journey to graduation is filled with many people who make a difference in our lives, and many of these people are here with us today to help celebrate this momentous event. Let me first recognize the family members of our graduates. I know the class of 2014 will agree with me that they could not possibly have reached this point without your encouragement and support. Will all parents of the graduates please rise and remain standing? And there are many other important people in these graduates' lives as well. Parents remain standing, but will all the grandparents, spouses, partners, children, other family members, friends and general acquaintances, please rise and be recognized. Thank you so much for everything you do for our graduates. And finally, I would like to recognize the faculty. I cannot stress enough the importance of our outstanding faculty who daily demonstrate a deep dedication to helping our students achieve their goals. It is my pleasure to ask all members of the faculty to stand and be recognized. Thank you. Our commencement speaker today is Dr. Jonathan Reynolds, the recipient of the 2014 Frank Senton Milburn Outstanding Professor Award. This award honors a faculty member who has demonstrated excellence in teaching, scholarship, and service over his or her career. The monetary award is made possible by a generous gift from Dr. Carol Swartz Milburn in honor of her late husband, an inventor known as the Cornfield Edison, who devoted his life to helping others turn ideas into reality. Dr. Reynolds is an internationally acclaimed scholar in African history. His seminal work, Africa in World History, Prehistory to the Present, now in its 3rd edition, has been among the most popular introductory course textbooks for the past decade. He has served on the executive board of the World History Association, as well as associate editor for World History Connected. Dr. Reynolds weaves his research and unique insights from extensive travel in sub-Saharan Africa into the classroom and his role as advisor to the award-winning chapter of Phi Alpha Theta. He also plays a mean guitar and does vocals for 46 Long, a 2-time winner in WNKU's Top 89 albums. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jonathan Reynolds to the podium.
Howdy. How's everybody doing today? Good. Graduates, family and parents of graduates. This is kind of an unusual thing for me to be doing. I get invited out to talk about stuff every so often, often about Islam and colonialism in West Africa, sometimes about what burritos teach us about world history, and more recently about how Nigerian psychedelic rock and roll in the 1970s is an example of global cosmopolitanism. I'm not going to talk about any of those here today. I have certain duties. There are certain duties that come with being the commencement speaker. First, I must be upbeat, because nobody wants a commencement speaker who's a downer. Yet, I have permission to be poignant and meaningful. And I also need to be brief. Just a hint to what I'm going to talk about, though. I'm going to talk about fish stringers. If you fish, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, it doesn't make any sense at all, but it will. I'm going to talk about really big boxes that continuously tour the world. And then I'm going to talk about 2 things people do really well, which is to refine systems and then muck systems up. And hopefully I'll be done with that in just about 20 minutes. But I'm going to start out by doing something different. I'm going to give one simple piece of advice, by the way, and that is to always be appreciative and thankful for the people who have supported you along the way. And I'd like to take this opportunity to lead by example in doing that, and if you will give me permission to send out thanks to my wife, Dr. Ngozi Victoria Uti. I could not have gotten the Milburn Award or done all the things necessary to get the Milburn Award if it had not been for her love, her support, her encouragement, and her inspiration all along the way. So, off you, my love. She should be watching. And she'll be here in the afternoon when I get to do this all over again. Okay, there are 2 things. I'm a world historian as well as an African historian, and when you look at all human history through all time, you notice certain patterns. And one of the patterns that has sort of fascinated me recently is that human beings do 2 things all the time, which seem to be kind of antithetical, but which are really sort of a yin and yang combination that carries people through history. And that is, we create and refine systems. We're the only creatures on the face of the planet that do this. Polar bears do not create systems. They have something polar bears do, but if the world changes around polar bears do not adapt very well. Right? But human beings constantly design systems and refine them to make them better. And an example of that system is this graduation ceremony. For 15 years, twice a year almost, I have sat right over here. Jeffrey's in my seat, actually. And I have watched this ceremony go off without a hitch, time after time. And you get to know the ceremony. There are all kinds of fascinating things that happen. Have you noticed that all the thousands of you, the family, were directed to a place to park and a place to sit and how to walk in, and you got to where you belonged with no trouble? The students all got to where they belonged with no trouble, even the faculty. And faculty are only slightly more difficult to get to walk in line than kindergartners and cats. And there's one part of this ceremony, actually there are a bunch of parts of this ceremony. There are little X's all over the place that show people where to stand and the little footprints where you stop and get your picture taken. But there's one role that has always fascinated me, and that is the fish stringer gal. So here's the part where I talk about fish stringers. Just to the left of that podium over there, when people are coming up to get their names read and to have their picture taken, shaking President Mern's hand, there is a person standing unobtrusively with a fish stringer. And she will take the name card from each person and drop it on the fish stringer. Try not to watch her too much this time. It might make her nervous. But that's a great example of a system that has been refined and honed to where it never fails. And by the way, shout out, I think it's Kathy Stewart. Kathy Stewart is the person who makes this and all our other things go off so fabulously. Give her a hand. But now I'm going to relate stuff like this system to your education. Because your education, the years you spent at NKU, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, years you spent at NKU, you were in a system. And by the way, when I say system, I mean a network of people and things and capital that is designed to have a particular outcome. And that particular outcome of your participation in this system of education at Northern Kentucky University was to be trained to perform some sort of job. Now, there are other reasons why you come to college, to learn important life lessons and such, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, we want to train you to get a job, right? To be a productive member of society. And when you graduate, your grade point average, your transcript, your major, and the references written for you by your hardworking, dedicated, and good-looking faculty members are all, in a way, a measure of how qualified you are for that job. And in the end, you're going to get a job in another system. Indeed, we live in this sort of swarm of systems. We came in on a transportation system today. And if you fall and break your ankle on the way out, you'll go into the healthcare system. And if you go out to eat to celebrate afterwards, that restaurant is a finely honed system designed to bring you in, sit you down, find out what you want to eat, and put you out. And there are people playing roles in every one of those systems. And indeed, your professional success from here on out will in many ways depend on how well you fit into, how well you contribute to, and perhaps even how well you help refine and improve that career system you find yourself in. Now, so far, all the stuff I've been saying is the kind of thing, if I'm right, makes university presidents happy and provosts. You always want presidents and provosts to be happy. It also makes state administrators happy, and it probably makes your parents happy to think that you spotted a job that was in demand. And then you went to college and you trained for it and you got that training, and now you're going to go out and get a job and you're going to earn a good salary and you're going to buy a house, and if you choose to, raise a family, and you're going to pay taxes and buy stuff, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because that in some ways, that's the story of my life so far, and I'm very happy having a great job and buying stuff and raising a family. But there's a problem, and that problem is I'm a historian. And historians don't ever want to make anything simple. People who tell you that something is simple are usually looking for your money or your vote, or both. Historians are here to tell you that things are complicated. And here's the complication that comes from systems. Systems are designed to work well as long as they are not disrupted. But the problem is that human society disrupts systems as well as it organizes and hones them. And some disruptions come out of nowhere. Very, very few people saw the global financial crash of 2008 coming. But most disruptions actually come from fairly predictable sources. They come from cultural change. People do not stay put. People constantly move around. When people move, they take their culture with them, and that culture mixes up with other people's cultures, and that changes the whole foundation of certain systems. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is what happens. Ideas and things move at the same time. And so the trick here, too, is that all systems are connected. Systems, even a local system, even your local restaurant, the system that gets you your food and gets you out in time for your next system, is connected to stuff all over the world. And this is where I get to really big boxes that constantly tour the world. As an example of something that was an innovation in one place that helped to streamline one system, and as an unintentional consequence, mucked up a whole bunch of other systems. And these are containers. Now, if you work in the shipping industry, you know what a container is. If you're a fan of The Wire Season 2, you know what a container is. But they're basically big boxes. They're 40 feet long, 10 feet high, 10 feet wide. And they carry stuff all over the world for almost nothing. Once upon a time, ships that traveled the oceans of the world were filled with all kinds of different stuff. They were filled with little boxes and big crates. They were filled with big cartons, and they were full of nets full of stuff and things strapped to pallets. And there were barrels full of things. And to unload those ships took thousands of laborers. And then all that stuff that came off the ship, somebody had to load all that stuff on trucks, which took thousands of more laborers. And then that stuff might get put on a train, which required thousands of more people to pick up those boxes and stick them on the train. Containers, invented originally in the 1950s, but which came to dominate international shipping in the 1980s and 1990s, containers are moved by cranes. And they have a computer code on the side, so when a container vessel pulls into the port of Baltimore and unloads 5,000 containers, one guy up in a crane uses diesel power to pick that sucker up and put it down on a truck, and it drives away. So containers streamlined and made international trade much faster and cheaper, and it put stevedores out of business. Now you go to a port and there are only a few dozen people working there. But to give you an idea again of how systems are interrelated, it also destroyed the furniture industry in the United States. Because once upon a time, it was thought that heavy things that were big and heavy, like a sofa, had to be made near the place where they were sold, because it simply cost too much to carry that sofa somewhere else in the world. Containers killed distance. In fact, it's what we historians call the death of distance. Recently, my dear wife, who I mentioned before, bought us a new coffee table. It was a very nice coffee table, cost about $350. It came from Vietnam. And for an American born during the Vietnam War, that's a kind of surprising thing. And even more so, the cost of that table that came from transporting it from Vietnam to Amelia, Ohio, was about $2. So that's how an innovation in one place can muck something else up and be what we might call a destabilizing or disrupting innovation. And here's the problem for you, and this is where I go for the poignant part as I near wrapping up. You have been designed, your major was designed for you to take a job that exists right now at a point in time. But the fact of the matter is the world is changing at an ever-increasing rate. And that the job you have trained for in college may not be the job you actually get or wind up performing. I was actually trained originally as a West African historian, a specialist in Islam and politics in northern Nigeria from 1950 to 1966. But my first job was teaching African American history. And my second job was teaching African American history and Middle Eastern history. And then when I came to Northern Kentucky University, my job was to teach African history, Middle Eastern history, and world history. And I take some solace in the fact that it can't get any bigger. I hope. All right, so what can you do faced with a an economic environment that is almost certainly going to shift under your feet sometime during your life. The first piece of advice I have to you as the guy wearing the big red robe and standing up in front of you all, is to never stop learning. Don't think you're done just because you've got your college degree. Thank you for nodding, William. You were always great at that. And be flexible. You might have been trained to do one thing, but if there's a great job that lets you do something similar, take that job. But a couple of other points that I think will help you along the way, because you're smart people and you're flexible. You've grown up in a rapidly changing 21st century already. First, reflect on and remember the value of your foundation of knowledge courses. These are what, if you've been here a while, these are your gen ed courses. These are the things outside of your major in which often people think were things that sort of took up your time while you were desperately training to become a nurse or an accountant or something like that. But instead, recognize that the skills you learned in those classes, be they anthropology, be they geography, be they women's studies, those are the classes that are going to let you recognize that our local systems are only a small part of the world's story and that you are embedded in these ever larger systems, and it will help you look beyond the local to understand the world you live in. The second part is that those courses, what we often call the humanities and social sciences, are crucial to understanding human beings in all their diversity, in all their complexity, and all their commonalities. And this is crucial because understanding people is a skill that will never become obsolete. Right? They might take your shipping containers out from under you, but nobody's ever going to take the rest of the people you interact with and work with away from you. In the long run, indeed, understanding your fellow human beings may be a more valuable job skill and more important to your long-term success than the actual trade in which you have been trained. So, thank you very much, and have a great graduation.
Thank you, Jonathan. Our student speaker, Ryan Kriebel, is graduating with a bachelor's degree in English with a concentration in creative writing. In addition to his academic endeavors, he has served as executive director of the NKU Activities Programming Board, as assistant fiction editor and public relations specialist for Loch Norse magazine, and as a 2012 summer orientation leader. As an orientation leader, Ryan discovered that college was more than a degree and transcript. He realized that the relationships he built with fellow students and professors and his passion for people were just as important in determining his future path after graduation. And that fits so nicely with what Dr. Jonathan just told us. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Kriebel to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Provost Rollins, for that introduction, and thank you to the College of Arts and Sciences for allowing me to speak to all of you today. You know, I'm really glad a lot of you are here because I've had a lot on my mind lately. About half of me is constantly anticipating that point where for the first time in 16 plus years, I'm no longer going to be a student. Another fraction of me is wondering how I transformed from the awkward, pimply boy in the background of yearbook photos to the man I am today. And the rest of my brain capacity is aggressively repressing the urge to channel my inner Effie Trinket and start a reaping right here on stage. But our lives are about to change. So I'm not talking about changing brands of conditioner kind of change. I'm talking about receiving your Hogwarts letter change, walking through the wardrobe change, taking that first step out of the hobbit hole change. This is the moment that the narrator of our stories will dictate the resolution not to our book, but to our first chapter. We've hardly even gotten to the exposition of our novel. We've hardly even defined the plot. Hell, we hardly even know ourselves as characters yet. Ahead of us lies countless struggles and subsequent triumphs that will define us as human beings. We truly are remarkable creatures because we have the ability to adapt. We learn from failures, we grow with care, and we become. Today, I am becoming. I am becoming a public speaker. I am becoming a brighter light in my family's eyes. I am becoming a reflection in the mirror that looks back with pride. You are becoming a representation of what perseverance can amount to. You are becoming a beacon of hope for those that think higher education is an insurmountable task. You are becoming the person that you want your younger self to look up to. Today, we are becoming college graduates. We can only be defined in the present because we are beings of microscopic change and constant adaptation. Never in our lives are we the same as we were 5 minutes ago, and 5 minutes from now, we are going to be a different and more complete people. Take notice of the people and opportunities that inspire you to change your shape. Analyze them. Continue to invest yourself in them, and I guarantee you that you will become the best person that you can be. Mom, I know you may not realize it to its truest extent, but if it weren't for you, I don't think I would be here today. And I don't mean driving here this morning or being at this podium. I'm talking about in this room about to accept my validation for all the hard work I've put forward. I have lost count how many times you've proven to me that life is filled with hurdles, and with enough strength and a reason to leap, we all can clear the jump. You inspire me every single day to strive towards an example that you live by, and I just want to say thank you for everything you do. Because of you, I am motivated to change, not because I have to or am unsatisfied with the person that I am, but because you've taught me that we are plants not growing in pots, but in endless fields. If I haven't boasted about the wonders of change more than an Obama campaign, then let me end with this. Think back to the first time you stepped foot on this campus, then think about it now. In the 4 short years I have been a proud Norse, we have moved to Division I athletics. We have finished construction on the most technologically advanced educational building in the nation, and we are currently building a recreation center that will dwarf our neighboring campuses. Change is everywhere. Change is in the tempestuous winds on campus. Change is thick in this room. Change is in between your couch cushions. The coming of change is something that will never change, and when it knocks on your door, say what Bilbo Baggins muttered before sailing off into the sunset. I think I'm quite ready for another adventure. Thank you.
Please welcome Mr. Jim Cutter, President of the NKU Alumni Association.
Good morning. As the president of the NKU Alumni Council, I am pleased to offer my sincere congratulations for all of the hard work you have put into reaching this milestone. I would also like to welcome you to the club. As graduates of Northern Kentucky University, you are now officially members of the NKU Alumni Association. No, don't worry. It's not going to be an invoice you receive. It's part of what you carry with you from this university. In fact, every NKU graduate in this arena is part of our Alumni Association, and we would like to take a moment to recognize each of you. If you hold a degree from NKU or Chase Law, could you please stand to be recognized? Thank you and all you do to support and represent Northern Kentucky University. The mission of the club, of which you are now a member, is to connect alumni, to strengthen relationships, celebrate the university and alumni successes, and to lead the endeavors that further the interest of the university and its supporters. Simply said, the Alumni Association's mission is to connect, celebrate, and lead. Some of you may be surprised to know that NKU has alumni all over the world, doing great things, and many are sitting right here in this arena. Our message from the Alumni Council, as you go forward developing and using what you've experienced here during the last months and years, is to please continue and associate yourself publicly with this great university. It is your personal drive and character that has made this day possible. The alumni community looks forward to connecting and to celebrating your personal accomplishments, not just today, but as you go forward. You are the face and the identity of this university. It is certainly proud to associate with you. Many great people from all over the world have previously walked across this stage, and now you are one of them. Congratulations, and go Norse.
Please welcome Mr. Jeffrey S. Mearns, President of Northern Kentucky University.
Thank you, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to serve as the president of Northern Kentucky University, and it is an honor to make just a few remarks this morning to our graduates on this special occasion. And I emphasize the word few because I understand that the principal reason you're with us today is to receive one of those diplomas. So you, our graduates, continue a tradition of excellence that has characterized this university since its inception. We have hundreds of distinguished faculty who are dedicated to teaching and to scholarship. We have more than 1,000 talented staff who are devoted to your academic success and to your personal well-being. In our commencement exercises today, more than 1,300 students will receive a degree from our university. More than 290 of them, more than 290 of these men and women are graduating with academic honors. Individually and collectively, you have worked hard and you have accomplished a great deal. All of us, all of the faculty and the staff, your family and your friends are very proud of you. You also represent the continuation of a tradition of service that permeates our institution. Our students, our faculty, and our staff regularly and enthusiastically engage in many activities that serve our community and that serve our Commonwealth. At our university, we value and encourage that service. We also support and we proudly and publicly recognize those men and women who have served in our military. This past semester, more than 500 of our students were United States veterans. In order to enable their success, our university has a variety of special support services, including a Veterans Resource Station. The mission of this center is to provide services that increase the likelihood that these veterans and student service members and their family members will complete their educational goals. At this university, we feel a special obligation to serve these men and women because they have courageously made great sacrifices to protect us and our country. Today, in our two commencement ceremonies, 22 United States veterans are receiving a degree from our university. I ask that our graduates who are military veterans please stand so that we may recognize your service and your success. And I ask all of the veterans who are in attendance today, family and friends and staff, please stand so that we may recognize your service as well. Thank you. So now to our graduates. For each of you, today marks an end and a beginning. It is the end of an important part of your formal education, and it is the beginning of the next phase of your life. Whether you embark on a new career, or whether you continue in your current occupation, or whether you choose to get other academic credentials, you will draw upon the knowledge that you have gained and the skills that you have developed here at Northern Kentucky University. I am confident that you are well prepared for the exciting opportunities that await you. Let me give you a few suggestions, if I may. You have pursued and obtained an education in order to advance your career and to provide for yourself and for your family. But no matter how you choose to earn a living, please remember to continue to serve your neighbors by volunteering with charitable organizations or civic associations. You will find that such service is very rewarding. It will enable you to live a meaningful life. Throughout your experience at our university, I hope that you have been challenged to exceed your own expectations. Do not settle for being just average. Please commit yourself to excellence in everything you do. Be excellent. But always remember, professional success and personal satisfaction require more than knowledge and more than just talent. Be sincere and speak the truth. Model integrity and value integrity in others. Character matters, and so does heart. Within each one of you, there is some special motivation that brought you to this university and that brings you to this place at this special time. To arrive at this destination, you have overcome many obstacles, and there are likely to be more challenges and some disappointments in the days to come. But never forget the dream that brings you here today. Whenever you feel discouraged, recall that personal aspiration. Summon your special dream. Pursue that special dream with unrelenting passion and with abiding courage. We believe in a better future, a world that will be more peaceful and that will be more just. But our faith in that brighter future is dependent upon you, upon your commitment. Our future rests in your capable hands. Our future is dependent upon the courage of your convictions. We believe in a better future because we believe in you. And finally, on a personal note, please never forget to show your appreciation and your affection for your family and for your friends and for all of the other people in your lives who have helped you become the talented women and men that you are. Honor their gifts to you and repay the debt that you owe to them by sharing your talents and your good fortune with others who need you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for permitting me to share this special day with you. I wish you nothing but the best good luck. So now let's get to the business at hand. Will all of the master, baccalaureate, and associate candidates please rise? That's you, folks. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky, through the Board of Regents of Northern Kentucky University, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, and I now declare you a graduate of Northern Kentucky University. And bachelor and associate graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left.
Good morning. I am Catherine Frank, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. The College of Arts and Sciences offers 5 master's degrees: a Master of Arts in English, Integrative Studies, and Public History, a Master of Public Administration, and a Master of Science in Industrial and Organizational Psychology. We are extremely proud of these dedicated graduates who have worked diligently to earn their degrees. Mr. President, it is my honor and great pleasure to present these women and men from the College of Arts and Sciences who have successfully completed all requirements for the master degrees for which they have been recommended by the faculty. Congratulations.
Receiving the Master of Arts in English degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Faith Benson, Sean Eiding, Vicky Knieven, Michael Pergalski, Kara Sanders, receiving the Master of Arts in Integrative Studies degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Andrea Eastwood, receiving the Master of Arts in Public History degree from the College of Arts and Sciences is Colette Thompson. Receiving the Master of Public Administration degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Jason Barkey. Sarah Brake. Renee Brossart, excuse me. Nicholas Corey. Mary Leroy. Kara Patterson. Stephanie Togneri. Neil Kelly. Pamela Wagar. Receiving the Masters of Science in Industrial Organizational Psychology degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Rachel Frigo. Jamie Prezi.
Students in the College of Arts and Sciences may pursue degree options in more than 30 different areas. Mr. President, it is my honor and a great pleasure to present these women and men who have successfully completed all requirements for the associate and bachelor's degrees for which they have been recommended by our faculty.
Receiving bachelor degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences are James Alfred Adams II, cum laude. Jordan P. Adkins. Michael Brian Alexander. Mark Antrobus. Jason Anthony Arnold. Jessica L. Baker. Brenna Camille Bartlett, summa cum laude. Ashley Batchelor. Elizabeth Baer. Brittany Ann Bertram, cum laude. Kimberly Suzanne Bishop. Jason Daniel Block. Zachary Blake Stephen Bolog. Gavin Mitchell Bonar. Adele Ann Bricking, magna cum laude. Daniel Jared Bridges. Jessica Renee Brill. Joshua Brock. Jennifer Renee Agricola. Stephanie Renee Howard. Bethany Marie Bergen. Amanda Lorraine Burnett, magna cum laude. Borju Burris. Jaquia Dominique Campbell. Andrea Nicole Carroll. Gabriela Castillo Miranda. Jenny R. Catron, summa cum laude. Rebecca Ann Christman Chalk. Diana Clifton, cum laude. Nick Alexander Conradi. Ethan M. Cooper. Ali Koulibaly. Adam John Cron. Jonathan Scott Cummins, summa cum laude.
It's like a marathon.
Rhonda Ray Curd. Brittany Diane Davis, cum laude. Anthony R. Deck. Kevin David Dorning. Bethany L. Doverspike, summa cum laude. Anne-Marie Catherine Dwyer. Camille Ebum. Colin James Eckerly. Rachel Ann Ellison. Alex Erb. Kimberly Lynn Esty, cum laude. Bobby Lee Evans, Jr. Stephen Jared Evans. Luam Iyasu. Caleb Ezard. Brittany Farrell. Bradford Malcolm Fletcher. Rafe Foey. Elliot Jordan Eager. Ryan David Fry. Brittany Michael Shea Gifford. Tiana Michael Gilbert. Bradley Benjamin Gorin. Joel Andrew Green, magna cum laude. Colin Elizabeth Greenhill, cum laude. Caitlin Grogan. Hillary Suzanne Hall, cum laude. Carmen Whitley Ham. Sevda Noor Hayner. Annie Sly Harrison. Elliot R. Heil. Samantha Lynn Heist. Amber Rose Hellkamp, magna cum laude. Tara Elizabeth Hoffman. William Hauser. Ashley Huber. Tanique D. Hudson. Amelia Caitlin Hyatt. Deandra Nicole Jackson. Jessica Jamie Jarbo. Rebecca Lynn Jeffries. Lauren Rachel Jester. Berkeley K. Johnson, cum laude. Rico Rayshawn Johnson. Michael Roger Carl. Mark R. Kennedy, magna cum laude. Aaron Taylor Klopp. Megan Nicole LaFontaine. Christopher Scott Lauderman. Clint Litzinger. Jeremy W. Lavelle. Jasmine Nicole Leach. Ryan Paul Crable. Victoria Ann Lenhoff, magna cum laude. Jana D. Lewis, summa cum laude. Selena Listner, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Brett James Letting. Natalie Ann Ludwig. Todd Manning. Stephen Matthew Mark, magna cum laude. Samantha Ann Martis. Amanda Michelle Massman. Zachary Ryan McAlone. Marie McGonigal. Daniel Robert McIntyre. Dylan Freeman Mears, magna cum laude. Jody Renee Meek. Sarah Jean Miles. Charles Anthony Montgomery Jr. Chelsea Sue Montgomery. Catherine Marie Moran, summa cum laude. Benjamin Lee Morehouse, cum laude. Jamar Mosley. Timothy J. Mulligan. Aaron Penn Newsome. Amy Donovan O'Meara. Evan Vaughn Audie, cum laude. Douglas Stephen Patton. Mary D. Belperio. Kevin Patton. Nicholas R. Pavley. Darlene Pittman. Ashley E. Poe. Michael Dominic Porco. Roger D. Reed. Bradley Michael Reynolds. William Raymond Richardson. John Caleb Rieselman. Brian A. Riley. Clifford Charles Riley III. Adam Leo Reiser. Blaine David Rose, cum laude. Natalie Lynette Ross, cum laude. Eva Jane Rasconi. Lee Kaiser Russell. Christine Russo. Emily Marie Schutz. James Edward Schutz, magna cum laude. Eric Schuler. Frances Ann Schultz, cum laude. Kiko M. Schultz, cum laude. Abigail Lynn Sector. Robert Milton Shannon, Jr., cum laude. Christina Fache Sherrill. Deborah E. Ship. Jane Elizabeth Silberberg. Katie Smolkovich. Casey DeAdrian Stokes. Erin Elizabeth Stowe. Lauren Christina Strasser. Stacy Lynn Strunk, magna cum laude. Nicole Lisa Tarter Fox. Jill Marie Taylor. Taylor Daniel Terrell, cum laude. Sarah Rochelle Thacker. Daniel D. Thomas, magna cum laude. Morgan Lee Thomas. Jennifer L. Thornberry. Hannah R. Tomlinson. Emily Marie Topmiller. Jeremiah K. Townsend. Colleen G. Vogelsang. Sue Ann Walker, summa cum laude. Taryn Marissa Ward. Rachel Jo Watson. Morgan Wheatley. Amy S. Wheeler. John Paul Williamson. Joel Brent Wilson. Sean Christopher Whitskell. Anthony Edward Westy. Austin A. Wolf, University Honors Scholar. Danielle Alexandria Worsham. Michael Ryan Worthman. Karen Young, summa cum laude. Marcus Anthony Armstrong, University Honors Scholar. Alyssa Marie Benson, cum laude. Macy Alexandria Cherry, cum laude. Leslie Marie Hurst. Brendan Ray Jones, cum laude. Leah C. Kroger. Janine Elizabeth Mason. Adam Thomas Mitchell. Gabby Rodriguez Vivas. Cody Scott Young. Natalie L. Clark. Brooke Alexandra Miller, cum laude. Natalie Elizabeth Schrand. Ian Michael Stokes, cum laude. Moath Mohammed Albakar. Mohammed Mabil Aldanini. Nader Al-Harbi. Zaid Al-Okali. Abdullah Fahad Al-Fahid. Saud Fasal Al-Mubarak. Mutlaq Al-Aslani. Sultan Al-Khatiri. Mohammed Jaban Baharith. Fahid Rashid Al-Mari. Masood Abdullahidi Al-Mari. Nasser Salah Al-Mari. Abdul Hadi Naji Al-Mari. Mohammed Ali Al-Mari. Masood Ali Al-Mari. Mohammed Ali Al-Erk. Talal Dafer Al-Katani. Mashari Dalem Al-Katani. Mashal Saud Al-Shamari Sr. Riyad Al-Omani II. Turki Jarallah Al-Katani. Moyed Ibrahim Al-Musa. Ahmed Abdullah Al-Ramadan. Mohammed Al-Khaldi. Mansour Al-Sheri. Abdullah Al-Subayi. Suleiman Al-Talidi. Mahan Saad Al-Yemeni. Badia Al-Zaki. Tibu Sharish Jafwa Amasugubu. Dominic Artino. Abdullah Ahmed Batuk. Kevin F. Beers. Travis Ryan Benzinger. Christopher Lawrence Bond. Ernest Lee Briones. James Michael Brown, magna cum laude. Rachel Marina Brucato. William Tyler Carter. Ian Connor Chilson, magna cum laude. Amanda Marie Coley. Michael Conrad Constable. Brittany Nicole Cook. Dee Dee Davis, cum laude. Rachel Catherine Delaney, cum laude. Brandy Ellerhorst. Kelly Marie Asian. Hillary Caitlin Gaffin. Crystal Renee George. Dustin Geisler. Jessica Marie Grace, magna cum laude. Andrew Michael Hall. Caitlin S. Hara, summa cum laude. Nathan Charles Hogarth, summa cum laude. Tamra Jones. Jesse Stephen Justice. Sean A. Kellogg. Abdelmohsen Koja. Jason Elliott Knox. Jeffrey Ryan Lawhorn. Andrea Michelle Lawrence, magna cum laude. Alexander Leduc. Brittany Ann Locker. Melissa Malott. Chloe Bates. Molly Cromie. Aaron Allen McDaniel. Jamie Renee McKibben, cum laude. Kelsey Brooke Mell. Megan Elizabeth Michael, cum laude. Lindsay A. Newberry. Whitney Lee Newberry. Michelle Lee Palmer. Natalie Rose Pappy. Thank you. Wesley Scott Parsons, University Honors Scholar. Tyler W. Ray Schulte. Jessica Nicole Reed. Nathan Rogers. Sandy Nicole Shea Edmondson. Mohamed Shuaibi. Robin Ann Simpson. Devin Shane Smith. Bruna Souza. Jessica Ward. Elizabeth Ann Weiner. Scott Wilson. Amy Marie Wing. Jonathan Edward Wright. Receiving associate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences are Charles Edward Winkle, Jr., Bobby Joe King with distinction, Catherine Elena Prather,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin Kirby, Dean of the College of Informatics. The College of Informatics offers 5 graduate degrees, a Master of Arts in Communication and Master of Science degrees in Business Informatics, Computer Information Technology, Computer Science, and Health Informatics. Mr. President, it is a privilege and a great pleasure to present to you the women and men who have successfully completed all the requirements for the master's degrees for which they have been recommended by the faculty.
Receiving the Master of Arts in Communication degree from the College of Informatics are Kimberly Wilson Griot, Max David McKinley, Michael Justin Riley, Receiving the Master of Science in Business Informatics degree from the College of Informatics are Gideon Iena, Kareem A. Badir, Receiving the Master of Science in Computer Information Technology degree from the College of Informatics are Todd Creighton Franklin, Daniel Clayton Graves, Archana Corey, Mona Mohammed Al-Nahari, Receiving the Master of Science in Computer Science degree from the College of Informatics are Laura Virginia Anakin, Dayon Ristic, Receiving the Master of Science in Health Informatics degree from the College of Informatics are Shannon Hughes Adkins, Tony Lee Anderson, Lauren E. Foster, Rita M. Pritchard, Deborah V. Young,
The College of Informatics offers 10 bachelor's degrees in the major fields centered on communication, information, and computation. Mr. President, it is a pleasure and a privilege to present the women and men who have successfully completed all requirements for the bachelor's degrees for which they have been recommended by the faculty.
Receiving bachelor degrees from the College of Informatics are Laura Jameson Adkins, Emily Page Alexander, magna cum laude, Amanda Renee Ankenbauer, DeMarcus Banks, Paige Christine Bainham, Stephanie Rose Beach, Bridget Joan Bedell, Blaze R. Bolden, Tyler Bergen, Elizabeth Suzanne Blair, Joseph Herbert Baumker, Claire M. Karras, Corey D. Clark, Letitia F. Clifford, Samuel David Curtis, Catherine Desmaris, Benjamin DeAngelis, magna cum laude, Brendan Dickinson, cum laude, Kyle Alexander Dorsey, Michelle Faye Eckerly, Charles Logan Edwards, Heather Rose Erb, David Alexander Fitzer, Sarah Christine Funke, Cody J. Gabbard, Christopher Guthier, Molly Elizabeth Duty. Tiffany Sue Taylor Brown. Benjamin Haggerty. David Jerron Hamilton. Christopher Michael Hart, cum laude. Jennifer Nicole Hayes. Carrie Vanderpool Hole. Julianne Jendrolik, magna cum laude. Brianne Erica Lucretia Kelly. Christina Rainier Krall. Brock Nix Larkins. Madeline Anna Laycock. Victoria Elizabeth Lindhorst. Alexander Park McIntosh. Dennis Ryan Michaels.
Yeah, Dennis.
Brandon Joseph Middendorf. Arturo Minera, University Honors Scholar. Genaro Moreno.
So proud of you.
Eric Joseph Morsch, cum laude. Brett Robert Mueller. Brendan John Murphy. Megan Murray. Danielle Renee Quinn. Andrea Jean Rotz, summa cum laude. Eleanor Faith Rallencotter. Jason M. Raycamp. Max Edwin Roberts. Elizabeth Ann Rui, summa cum laude. Alan Michael Shaber. Thomas Daniel Schneller. Ashley Marie Sparling. Amber Nicole Tuis. Kyle Matthew Thompson, summa cum laude. Eric Richard Tomatich. Macarena A. Toro Siri. Taylor Page Vick. Lucas Samuel Vorel. Taylor O. Staples. Jennifer S. Vanendorf. Elizabeth Warren Novick. Kevin Welch.
Thank you so much.
Erin Jennifer Wire. Nicole White, cum laude. Catherine Margaret Wiley, cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Audrey Bailey Wilson, summa cum laude. Jessica M. Wilson. Akinbada Ajiwali. Adam A. Aka, summa cum laude. Musa Ali Alakshami. Sorry. Saud Abugami. Solomon Al-Humad. Yazid Abdurrahman Al-Khalifa. Yazid Mohammed Al-Gidari. Abraham Solomon Al-Raja. Christopher K. Bogus, magna cum laude. Jordan Christopher Bossman. Derek Thomas Burton. Charles Koch, cum laude. Travis Carney, magna cum laude. Mariko Kawana Cohen, cum laude. Tyler Lee Darby. Jacob Dixon, magna cum laude. Druin Chris Downs II. Eric Allen Durchie. Diana Jean Dyer, magna cum laude. Michael Joseph Flanagan. Deneen Foster. Walfred Jose Guerrero. Adam Warren Howard. Jeremy P. Hughes. Evan D. Humphreys. Ali Johari. Marissa Ann Jeffers, summa cum laude. Matthew Glenn Johnson, cum laude. Haba Kane, summa cum laude. Alex August Kleinberg. Alex Charles Kriebel. David Lewicki. Brian James Lindy. Tara N. Lucas. Jonathan Craig Miller, cum laude. Christina Marie Moore. Christopher D. Moyer. Melody Ann Pulliam, cum laude. Christine Marie Pulsifer. Comisha M. Robinson. Joshua Greg Rust, summa cum laude. Wendell Mark Stowers II. Justin Lee Waddle, summa cum laude. Andrea Brooke Williamson. Hillary Lee Warwick, summa cum laude. Brittany Wren. John William Zala II.
Congratulations once again to our 2014 graduates. Please rise and join in the singing of the Alma Mater. The words of the Alma Mater are printed on the outside back cover of your program.
Northern, let your vision lead us, hearts of women, men, and youth. Help us seek the higher virtues, guide us to the greater truth. Northern, northern, alma mater, may our lives enrich your name, and in time leave us your children, better far than when we came.
That That concludes our commencement ceremony. Please remain standing while the platform party and graduates leave the hall. Graduates, to ensure a safe and orderly exit after the recessional, we ask that you meet up with your family outside the arena. Thank you all for coming, and once again, on behalf of the Board of Regents, the administration, and our faculty, I congratulate the class of 2014 and wish you continued success.